Hi guys, hi, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I am doing the infamous declutter tag that is going all over the YouTubes, and I am actually going to do it the way that it was proposed to do, in that this is not just about your thoughts on these items, but these are actually items you're going to declutter from your collection. There is one of the 9 items that I put in here that is not being decluttered from my collection. And you'll see why at the end of the day. So if the declutter tag sounds like something that you're interested in, please keep on watching. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I am a lover of all things high-end, colorful beauty and self-care. I also work in the beauty industry as a field leader for Ulta. Get a lot of education in my position. I like to bring you that education here on my channel, but you're also going to get all the regular beauty YouTube content creator stuff that is out there, because I kind of like to talk about makeup. And if you're here, I'm assuming you also kind of like to talk about makeup. So, and the great thing about my channel is, you know, I do utilize the stuff that I have. I try and be real conscientious about what I'm spending my money on. So the stuff that's on my channel might not be about the brandest, newest thing out on the market, but it is, you know, great groovy content. So I do hope that this channel brings solace to your soul in the way it brings solace to mine, that you'll want to subscribe before you go. And with that said, let's roll into this declutter tag. This was created here on YouTube by Ava Marie. Who did I see do it first? I can't remember, but then I went to Ava Marie, I watched hers, and the person who I saw at first didn't declutter anything, but Ava Marie talks in hers about these items as if she is decluttering them, and I think that that's the whole point of this tag. It was super frustrating for me to watch some of the other people do it and be like, you're supposed to declutter these items, because I am a Virgo, and Virgos like to follow the rules. So there is one product in here I am not decluttering. The rest of them are being decluttered. I have seen Angelica do this. I have seen Lauren May Beauty do this. I have seen a couple of other content creators out here do this. I'm excited about it. This sounds like a real fun tag in my opinion, and congrats Ava Marie for this awesome tag that's finding its journey around the YouTubes. P.S. If you are also a content creator, you want to do this with us, please jump on the bandwagon. Let me know. I would love to come and watch it. I've seen so many. There are 10 prompts on this, so let's just dig in. Number 1 is a makeup item that's impractical. So I could go with what everybody else is going with, which is powder blushes, powder highlights, powder, you know, whatevers. Powder highlights being the most impractical in my mind of those things, because, like, to Lauren May Beauty's point, you need the smallest, ittiest bit of powder highlights, and it's just kind of impossible to do with a loose powder. Did I say loose powder at the beginning? I meant loose powder. So I wanted to be different though. So the product that I went with, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but there are reasons why I have chose this, is the Lilly Lashes Power Liner, and mine is in clear or white or whatever. And the reason why I chose this is because I don't know if you guys can see the tip of mine. So you put this on, and maybe if I put it on after I put my eyeliner on, that would make more sense. But I can't. I need that guy. I'm not a lash girl. So I need the liner as guidance to some extent. And when I am using this pen, I have to push so hard to get any amount of glue out of this pen that is worthy of lashes, and therefore push the clear into my lashes, and it's turned to the tip of this black. It also just doesn't dispense enough glue for lashes, in my humble opinion. This is the most impractical and impossible pen for eyelash glue. I have used brush tips. This is more of like kind of a felt tip. I have used more brush tips, you know, on the little stick, kind of like looks like an eyeliner. I've used that. It's worked really well. I did get this one because it's latex free, and the black one, I'm not really 100% sure if it's latex free. I do have a latex allergy, so I'm trying to be as allergen friendly as possible to my own eyes, while trying to also put on lashes, which kind of sucks in my opinion. This is just, I can't with it. Number one, it's no longer clear. It's kind of gray. Number two, I have to push so hard onto my lash line in order to get enough glue out for the lash to even stick to it. And then at that point, it doesn't stick well enough that it would stay in a heavy windstorm. So most impractical piece of poop I have ever on the planet purchased, and I will be decluttering it. The next one is a mascara that's definitely expired. This guy, I think I have had open since I went to FLC in April. This is definitely expired. I'm one of those mascara bees that throws my mascara out, or at least tries to, every 3 months. This has gotten so goopy and gross and clumpy. And Bad Gal Bang is one of my favorites. Bad Gal Bang Waterproof is not a bad version. You can't hardly get it off for poop, but at least you know it ain't going anywhere. Like this one that I'm currently wearing today, I'm pretty sure is sitting on my under eyes at the moment. But it's not going anywhere. It stays where it needs to stay, but it's gotten so gross and goopy. I definitely need to replace it. And I don't know if you all saw my mascara collection. I have 40 freaking mascaras in my backup drawer. There's no reason why I need to hold on to a mascara that's expired. So this is definitely a mascara that needs to be tossed because it has definitely run its course. So this will go into my empties as well. I do think that this one also will probably go into, you'll probably see these again at some point. A red lipstick you never wear. So I had a lot to choose from. I don't wear red lipstick at all, but I have so many red lipsticks in my collection. So when I went through the red lipsticks, why I wanted to keep any, I have no idea. The one that I know that I can give away and perform in this declutter tag the way I need to perform in this declutter tag is this one. This is an e.l.f. Lip crayon, and you know, I really love a lip crayon, but this red is just far too bright. Like, could you even, like, can I wear this red? So first of all, the eye look doesn't go with it, but my God, look how bright this is. I really do like a good red lipstick, like maybe even like a blue base lipstick. This one is so pink. I just can't. This one is a red lipstick that I definitely do not wear. The next one is the item that I'm not decluttering, and you'll see why in a second. This is a high-end item, not worth the money. The high-end item not worth the money, in my opinion. Of all the high-end items that I have, is this eyeshadow palette. I mean, it's good, and I really love this shade, and I do have a palette roulette in which I'm going over this palette. I will link it up in the cards for you. I wasn't wholeheartedly impressed. I mean, just overall, this shade here is the Pop. This is how she names her shades, right? You have Prime, Enhance, Pop, and Smoke. Those are your names, right? This one is supposed to be the Pop shade. And I don't know if you can see it on my finger, but I definitely had a hard time seeing it on my finger. I definitely had a hard time seeing it on my eye. It does look really pretty, but it's also very, very sheer, and there's not any pop to it, whereas this one is the Prime shade. How backwards is that? It's so backwards. So anyways, I'm not getting rid of this palette because I really did love this shade right here. I want to wear it every single day in my inner corner and my brow bone, but I would say I love Charlotte Tilbury as a brand. I have a lot from her brand that I love so much. Her lip liners, the lipstick. I love her color cosmetics for the most part. I love her base products for the most part. I can't say that I'm a lover of Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. and they are so damn expensive. This quad is $53 for 0.18 ounces of product. What? Why? Okay, the next prompt is a drugstore dud. And for drugstore dud, I have this, which is a NYX eyeliner. So this is one that in my eyeliner declutter collection and declutter I went back and forth with. And I think I told you guys that in the end I was going to declutter it. And the reason why is because on this product, which is the NYX Epic Smoke Liner, the best part of this pencil is this brush right here. I loved it for getting up underneath my waterline and really smudging out everything that I wanted to smudge out from a lower lash line perspective, like smudging out everything on my waterline. This eyeliner, though, really is just the worst eyeliner. So number one, it's got a really nice kind of shape to it. It's kind of like rectangular in shape, which leads you to believe that they're diamond in shape, which leads you to believe that there's going to be, I don't know, it kind of looks like a brow product, so it leads you to believe that you're going to be able to get a nice fine line. You can't, number one. Number two, it's so thin that if you want to go in, you know, if you have to press down in any given like moment, any amount of strength that you use to press down is going to break the pencil. It's too soft. In addition to that, I mean, it is soft enough that you can smudge it out and do what you want to with it. But because it's so soft, it also just doesn't stay. Like throughout the day, it just kind of wears away and becomes almost nothing. So it smudges all over the place. It doesn't stay put once you get it smudged out in the way that you want to. And I just have better eyeliners that I am also able to smudge out on my waterline that stay. I also just kind of feel like there's not really a need for this brush. Honestly, the brush is quite good. I really liked it for smudging things out, but it kind of has this like oval shape to it. So I really honestly prefer just kind of a streamlined, like almost rectangular, like really thin, but also dense kind of brush for smudging out under my eyes. And whereas this has got, you know, that's the best part of this product, it's still not great for use. I found myself consistently sticking it in my eyeball. Again, this is a me thing. Maybe it's not a you thing, but I just found that this was kind of not necessary in the world, and it didn't really do what I needed it to do from the perspective of a smudgeable, smokable liner. The next thing I have is an eyeshadow palette you forgot you had. So this is an eyeshadow palette I forgot I had so dang much that it's still in its damn box. So I have to believe that the reason why I forgot I had it was because of the color story. I think I did get it in an Ipsy, and I will be putting it into, because I haven't even touched it, I will be putting it into my giveaway drawers. But this is the Real Her Dreams So Big eyeshadow palette, and this is what the color story looks like. I think that this is probably why I forgot I had it. Tell me that that's not 9 shades of the same color. Like, it looks like it is 9 pans of the same color. This one looks a little bit darker. Some of them look a little bit lighter, but it looks like so repetitive this thing is. Yeah, I forgot I had this. So it will be going probably into, it will definitely be going into my giveaway drawers, because when I was going through my palettes the other day, I was like, what is this? Oh my god, it's still in its box. Oh my god, I don't even remember having that. So this is a palette I forgot all about. Foundation that's not my shade match, and that is this. Now, I purchased this from Ipsy, and because I love the foundation so much, I ended up buying myself the right shade eventually. But I got a sample of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation when it was at Ipsy. prior to me canceling Ipsy and prior to them changing the formula of the Ultra HD Makeup Forever foundation. So I purchased this one because I thought, yeah, that looks like my shade. This is definitely not my shade. I wish I knew somebody that was the shade that I could give it to, because these things are really hard to put into giveaways, because how are you going to give a $40 foundation that is for definitely medium yellow skin tones out in, they're just going to have the same problem you do. It's not going to be a foundation that matches them, more than likely. Now, if I do a giveaway and they have seen this video and they're like, oh, that foundation will match me or a friend, I might kick it in. But this is the Makeup Ultra HD foundation in Y425, and it's never been opened because I just can't use it. So I do still have the box for it. It is still in the box. It will be going into my giveaway as well. The next one is products that are not worth the hype. And, you know, maybe I'm cheating because I already did collection and declutter on this one, so it's already going into a declutter, and I already also did collection and declutter on this one. It is going into this video because this was the thing I was so disappointed about when I finally got it into my possession, and this is the Abh Diced Out Highlighter. Now, I know that this was in a Shop My Stash rotation, and I decluttered it coming out of that Shop My Stash rotation because I just can't with this highlighter. But this highlighter is supposed to be the same formula as the Marie highlighter or similar, or at least that's what we all thought it was. But it's not even got the same like feel of it in the pan, and then it is really kind of like a white gold. This really shows up green on my skin. It looks beautiful on my skin there, but on my face skin and looking at it straight down like this, it's just very green instead of gold. And it also has a lot of glitter in it. And if you guys are not familiar with my channel, I'm just not a huge glitter fan. I mean, I think it's beautiful, but I definitely do not think that this highlighter is that it's supposed to be. It's definitely not as soft and buttery and smooth and lacks the properties within it to exacerbate texture like that of the Marie highlight. This one, because of all the glitter in it, it doesn't do anything but exacerbate texture on your skin. And I have really good skin. I have very little texture on my skin. I have some fine lines and wrinkles because I am a 46-year-old woman. I do have texture, fine lines and wrinkles, but I don't have, this creates texture where I never knew that there was any, if I'm honest. This just is not worth the hype, and I very rarely get rid of a highlight. This highlight was just, it's just not it, sis. It's awful. The next one is concealer you couldn't make work. So I was really disappointed with this because I did have the Milani Conceal and Perfect in my Shop My Stash at one point in time, a project pan, and I continued to have to use it because it was a project pan item. I've since changed my thought process on project pan items. I'm not putting anything in my project pans anymore that I absolutely cannot stand, and if I put it in there and I decide I can't stand it, it's coming out, it's being decluttered, and that's got to be fine with me. But this was a second one, right? I had two in my collection. This one was a second one. And the thing about it is that everybody loves Milani Conceal and Protect. Everybody loves Milani Conceal and Perfect, except for me. I don't understand why. I hate concealers. Let's preface this there. I could have put just about any concealer in this place because I am just not a concealer girl. This one, though, is super hyped. People love it. People think it is the best concealer ever. And I just cannot stand it. It is so thick and drying on my skin. And I do have super dry skin. But I have seen even some of the dry skin girls that I watch just rave about this concealer. And I want to know what I'm doing wrong. What is it that I'm doing wrong? Because I can't make this concealer work for me, and everybody else on the planet loves it. The last question on this is not a declutter question. So let's just briefly go through the things that we're decluttering here. This is going into my empties, and this is honestly going into my empties because I do think I've emptied the shit out of it. These are going into declutter. These are going to be decluttered and go into my giveaway drawers. This is also going to be decluttered and go into my giveaway drawers because, like I said, this was the second of 2 that I had. Both were brand new when I got them in, and this one is still sealed, so somebody else can love on that. Again, though, like the foundation, it's super hard to send these kind of things into giveaways, so I'll preface the giveaway with those things. And this is a highlight that I had already decluttered. So of the items that I went over, the only one I am indeed keeping in my collection is the Charlotte Tilbury Eye Quad of the 9 prompts that I just went through in this declutter tag. And I'm keeping it because I don't think that this eyeshadow quad is bad by any means. I just also don't think it's worth the $53 that you're going to pay for it. And I really do like this. The rest of these are bad, old, or there is just no way I'm keeping them in my collection. So the last prompt in this is, if you had to start one makeup category from scratch, which would it be? And when I think about this real hard, I'm like, I have 3 categories in my collection that are out of control. And those 3 categories are palettes, which I would never in a billion years want to start all over with. I've painstakingly went through, you know, so much to get some of the palettes that are in my collection. I would never want to start over with that. Second is blushes, and third is highlighters. Oh my god. Both my blush and highlighter collection is just totally out of control. But when I sit and think about what I could start over with, what I have learned a lot about in the years that I've been on YouTube and my makeup aesthetic, a lot more about, I mean, some days I don't even wear highlighter. Today I'm wearing the most subtle highlighter on the planet. I think I love my highlighters, don't get me wrong, but I think I have learned enough about myself that, or face palettes. Face palettes is like, you're always going to have some, but should you have as many as I have? Maybe, but maybe not. I really just do think if I had to start one makeup category over again, the easiest one to start over with, not easy because it would break my heart. God, just say it, Nana. The best one to go after in this prompt would be my highlights, because I have so many highlights in my collection, so many. And I have like 3 formulas that I really, really love. But I have 3 formulas that I really, really love that I thought I needed to pick up every single one in. And you all know as well as I do, it takes 800 years to get through a highlight. Who needs 109 highlights in their collection? Not me. But yet here we are. So that would be the one that I would start all over. I had a lot of fun with this declutter tag, and I'm super, super excited that I did it the right way. And granted, I think that I cheated a little bit because I did pull this out of the declutter bin and I just went through my eyeshadows or my eyeliners and put this into the declutter bin. But the rest of it, like, truly, truly came out of my collection. This one came out of my collection. This was in my collection. This was definitely sitting in my collection. The rest of this truly, truly came out of my in-action collection. So I really feel proud of this video and the fact that I'm able to declutter these. So now I need to take a picture and make sure they come out of my inventory. I cannot wait to do inventory this year. I think I've done a really good job. Have you done this tag? I would love to see it if you have. If you haven't done it, I encourage you to do it. It's so much fun, and it was so much fun actually going through my collection, knowing I was going to declutter the items and picking the things I was going to do. Thank you, Ava Marie, for coming up with this tag. I think it is a phenomenal tag. Thank you for those of you that are watching today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, if you do this tag, let me know. I would love to watch it. I'm sure if you hashtag declutter tag, there's 100,000 other videos that you could watch out there. So please let me know what you think of the video. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying the channel today. I appreciate all of you for being here. I hope that today finds you well, that you and yours are healthy and safe and getting along as best you can in this crazy world we're living in. I also hope you're loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.